All right. Another example is about photocopying services. Here we have ABC photocopying services. The name is ABC. All right. The table below provides the operator of the photocopying services, a quick reference to the charts in cents of photocopying work. For example, the charge for 37 copies of the photocopying work is 185 cents. Anyway, here, after solving a few questions and studying this stuff, you will see that it becomes piece of cake. So when you look at this, as you see here, we can see that these things, maybe table it looks a bit different, but anyway, here we have the number of pages you want to copy, right? This one is number of pages. That is number of pages, this column. And also this one is number of pages and number of pages and number of pages and number of pages, right? So here it says that from this table, what we understand here, that as you see here, if the number of pages is between 1 and 10 inclusive, right? For each page, they are charging 10 cents. One page, 10 cents, two page, 20 cents. It's like direct proportion, right? So 10 cents, it is 100, right? We can see that. And if it is between 11 and 20, for each page, they are charging 11, or is it 7 cents, right? 7 times 11, 77, 7 times 12, 84, 7 times 18, 126, 7 times 20, 140, right? And if you are copying between, I mean, the number of pages between 21 and 30, for each page, now they are charging 105, right? It is 105. It means that it's just the more number of copies you are making, they charge less, right? This is how it works. And here 22, it is 510. So when it is 30, for each page, 5 cents, it is 150. So if the number of pages is between 31 and 40, for each, they are charging still 5, right? And here also, here we 5 times here, sorry, it is 5 times 40, 200, right? And if it is between 41 and 50, right, how much? Still it is 5, right? So here, that means that if it is between 21 and 50, for each page, they are charging 5 cents, right? From 21 page to 50 page, right? They're all, what is it? One page is 5 cents, right? That's good. How many pages you have? 36. Okay, 36. Look at here. So the cost is 180. How many pages you have? 44. 44. Okay, 220. How many pages? 7. So it is 70 cents. This is how we read the table. And it says that here, if the number of pages you want to photocopy is between 51 to 100 inclusive, copies 3.5 cents each. Okay, so it is for each page we have the page 3.5, 75 times 3.5, calculate, and that's the cost. And 80 times 3.5, that is 140, 280, $2.80. Okay, and it says that here, if it is between 101 to 150 copies, 3 cents each. Okay, until here, everything is clear, I guess. Now it says that more than 150 copies, 3 cents each, plus 10% off the first 100 copies. Okay, it means, what does it mean? More than 150 copies, 3 cents each, plus 10% off the first 100 copies. For example, here, if you have 200 pages, right? For more than 100 copies, right? For more than 150 copies, how much is it? 3 cents. Okay, so how do I calculate this? I should divide this because in the first 100, they're making 10% discount. So I should write it as not 100, let's say 250. Okay, not to get confused. So here I have 100 plus 150. Okay, so here we have, how much is it? 10% discount means here we have 0.9 times 3 cents times 100, right? Okay, here 100. Because this 0.9 means it is 10% discount. 100% minus 10% is 90%. 90% means 0.9. Actually, the unit price is 3 cents. Plus, and for 150, how much is it? 3 cents. 150 times 3. Now I can evaluate this. And it says that for more than 100 copies, 5% GST is chargeable on the amount payable. So it is more than 100, but now we have to pay 5% GST. Okay, so now, for example, if I just evaluate this, 0.9 times 3 times 100 plus and 150 times 3, that's equal to 720. This thing is 720, $7.20, right? So it says that more than 100 copies, 5% GST is chargeable on the amount payable. So this is the amount we are going to pay, right? That's the amount payable. So what we have to pay for this will be the cost, total cost will be 5%, means it is 1.05 times 720, right? Because 100% plus 5%, that is 1.05. So it is times 1.05, that's equal to 756. So that is $7.56. So according to this table, if you want to copy 250 pages, we have to pay 7.56. Okay. Guys, I hope everybody is listening to me or can hear me well. In the exam, a lot of times we had problems so far because still you didn't understand having tests online or multiple choice question. Let's say the exact answer is 7.56. If you just write the answer 7.57, it's the wrong answer. But if you claim that it is too close to the right answer, yes, it is close, but it is incorrect answer. And I'm asking you to leave your answer correct to 1 decimal place, for example. If you just round off this to 1 decimal place, the answer will be how much? It is 7.6 because of the 6, right? It is greater than 4. I should add 5. But by mistake, if you write 7.5, that is also wrong answer. It is incorrect. Why? Your answer is very close. That's right. Maybe your answer is correct, but when you're rounding off, you made a mistake. That means that you don't know how to round off a number. You understand? That is the sensitive issue, I know, but you should try to answer exactly. Exactly means according to mathematical rules. Okay? So next time, if you claim that, oh, okay, my answer was very close, but when I was writing 2 kg, I didn't leave a space, but after you write 3 meters, you add 1 more space bar, for example, I will not accept this. Okay, you have already enough experience, that much is enough. Still, you cannot work, then you have to, I mean, you don't understand, you need to practice some questions or directly ask in this situation, how should I write and my answer? Anyway, your quiz will be multiple choice questions. I'm just reminding you one more time. Guys, that's all how we understand photocopying services, okay? And the last one is, one more thing, road tax for private cars, okay? And we talked about this before. Again, here our purpose is to interpret and understand tables and in daily life how to use them. But the methods may be different. The calculation technique may be different depending on the countries, right? In Cambodia, it may be different in the countries, but in general, it is very similar, okay? Similar. So the road tax of Singapore registered cars are based on its engine capacity. The following is a table showing the formula of calculating the road tax per annum per year for petrol-driven private cars. Okay. So that means that in every country, even in Cambodia, we know that they actually impose a road tax depending on the engine capacity. And how about the year, the age of the car? I don't know. As far as I know, it is engine capacity, right? For Toyota Corolla, if it is like 1,600 cc, so the road tax is $25 per year. That is in Khmer real, 100,000 real, right? And how about Toyota Camry, for example? It's about 2,000, 2,200, right? For Toyota Camry in Cambodia, it is $90. It's about 360,000 real, right? How about motorbikes? Depending on the engine's capacity, it is 10,000 real. For some motorbikes, it is free. For trucks, it is around $300, and depending on the engine size. And how about the aeroplane? I don't know. If you are interested, you can search on this in Cambodia, for example. If you have aeroplane, how much road tax you have to pay? Do we even pay? They don't use a road, but I don't think that we pay for the airplane, right? Anyway, for example, anyway, this table shows that if engine capacity is less than or equal to 600 per annum, you have to pay $400. If the engine capacity is between 600 and 1,000, this is 1,000 inclusive, so we have to pay 400 plus 0.25. That means that for each cc, you are multiplying by 0.25, right? EC minus 600. For example, you have a small car. The engine capacity is, let's say, 800. How much will you pay? That means 400 plus 800 minus 600 is 200. 200 times 0.25, that is 50. So we have to pay $450 for your car. It's like small, what is it? A to Z or Vivo cars. Is it Vivo? Anyway, the Kia cars, right? So another one is in the next row, if the engine capacity is between 1,000 and 1,600, these are also small cars, right? So that is 500 plus for each cc 0.75 times how much is exceeding this amount, right? Again, for example, you have a car that is 1,500 cc. So 1,500 minus 1,000 is 500. 500 times 75 is 200, 375. So add this together, that is $875, right? If it is between 1,600 and 3,000, again, we just use a formula. It is greater than this, we use this formula. Again, this is just we are doing manually, but if you just write exactly the same thing, if I just write here, input your engine capacity, you just enter any number, I can write this formula in Excel, but just writing here equal, or using that if and else commands, okay, we can write a single formula and Excel calculate. But here manually, how is it calculated? I'm trying to show this. For example, the road tax for a car with engine capacity of 1,598. That is less than 1,600, right? So for each cc, they are charging 0.75. The formula is 500 plus 0.75. That's engine capacity minus 1,000. So if you just evaluate this, that is $948.50. So you have to pay this amount. That means that assume that we have Toyota Corolla in Singapore. So we have the road tax is about $1,000. It's huge, right? In Cambodia, it is $25. In Singapore, it is, maybe this one is Singapore in dollar, but still it's about 800 US dollars, right? It is huge. And the road tax for a car with engine capacity of 4,890. So that falls on the third row, right? So that is 3,050 plus 2 times engine capacity minus 3,000. Just using this formula and evaluate this, that is 6,830. What is this? Maybe it's a big truck or small truck or big car. All right, guys, that's all. The last one is never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness, bad days give experience. Let's not say bad days, maybe hard days or sad days, something, or worst days give lessons and best days give memories. That is today's quote. I'll just finish this part. We will continue with the last part of this chapter. Okay, guys, if you have any question about these tables, charts, you may ask now here. And what you have to do is, we have around how many examples? 4 questions in this part of the chapter, and you have to solve those questions to understand better. Okay. All right. Everyone, I will just exit, okay, end the meeting, and I will show you another link, because we'll start something new, I mean different. Okay. So